Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, and I have a mission for you. The great god of classical music, Cancrezans, is extremely annoyed with humanity. He's disgusted with the stewardship of classical music that we have exercised. He has heard and seen with incredible horror the endless sequence of Telemann Bruckner cycles, Martha Argerich reissues, Theodore Karensis recordings, Roger Norrington boxes, and he's in despair. And he has decided to punish the human race by eliminating all classical music except for one work by each composer, or one album by each composer, because Cancrezans is a major record collector. He may be crabby, but he collects. And so he has asked you to decide which single work or single album by every major composer should survive. And we're taking them one at a time. I have been anointed his disciple to sort of parcel out this assignment, and I'm going to get started. With the first in a new series of videos dedicated to the god Cancrezans called If I Could Only Choose One Work by fill in the blank. And the first of them, the first composer whose work will be eliminated but for one piece, is Ravel. And the work I have chosen that should survive is the complete Mother Goose ballet. Now, why should it survive? Because it does everything a Ravel piece should do, and more. That's why it's iconic. It is melodically exquisitely gorgeous. It is amazingly orchestrated for a small orchestra in which every single instrument, from the contrabassoon to the piccolo to the celesta to the harp to the xylophone to the tam-tam to the violins, has its wonderful opportunity to shine. It's concise. It's only about 28 minutes long, which makes it just delicious for listening at a reasonable time frame. It has been gorgeously recorded multiple times. I made a video about it. If that is the only work of Ravel's that survives Cancrezans' wrath, then it's sufficient to show that a composer of genius once dwelt here. Yes, he dwelt. He once dwelt here. And so Ravel's Mother Goose Suite is the work that would survive the wrath of Cancrezans and the flood of rage to come. And so our task is to accumulate the list of the most important works by all of the major composers in history. And we have to do it before doomsday arrives. And we don't really know when that's going to be, because Cancrezans is extremely petulant, and he wanted to get us moving, but he didn't want to tell us when the apocalypse would come. And so we're not going to know. It may be tomorrow, it may be many years, but when it's over, that's all that will be left. And so all of these Norringtons and Karensises and these phonies and fakes and narcissistic hogwallowers will all vanish into the mists of time. All that will survive will be the list of single works by single composers, representatives of the glorious tradition that was, before we foolish, selfish, self-regarding snobs turned it into the pointless free-for-all that it has since become. So I beg you, my fellow listeners, to heed the words of the god Cancrezans and send me your choices for iconic works by individual composers, one at a time, please. Don't give me a list. Just give me one, or I'm going to tell Cancrezans on you and terrible things will happen. I assure you, like your list will be deleted. And it won't be by me, it will be by divine fiat. And you don't want fiat. fiats never worked. They don't work. So you want to be absolutely sure and secure in your choice, and give me the reason for your choice, and we're going to make one hell of a list that will please the god Cancrezans, and who knows, it might even appease him, her, them, it, whatever is politically correct. We are going to do our best to prove that we can use this legacy that we have been given with intelligence, with discernment, with taste. I mean, it can be done. Let's do it together. So keep on listening, friends, beginning with Ravel's Mother Goose, complete ballet. Take care.